Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are talking about the Blue Lock season 2 episode 9. This episode was really a masterpiece. So the episode just came out like an hour or two ago and I'm making the video now. Hopefully I don't get a copyright because I don't want to show all the scenes from the anime. So I took certain screenshots from the actual episode, and I have to say from all the last 8 episode, we've been making fun of the frames and the PNG and all that stuff. If you guys didn't know the reason, all of like the directors and the animators from the episode actually from the Blue Lock team actually like walked away due to certain reasons. So it was just one guy animating the entire thing. So all the most of the episode that were aired previously, it was done by just one guy in like a 1 week time frame. So that's really insane that he was able to produce all that um, by himself, right? But episode 9 was completely different because the animation was top notch. It was better than season 1. I'm not gonna lie. Even though there was no football gameplay, like actual football gameplay, mostly it was just talking and backstories. There were some gameplay in the backstories as well, like Rin and Sai, and that was really amazing. The art, the animation, the details, the coloring, everything was literally amazing. So I suggest everyone to watch this. The subbed version isn't out yet. It's the raw version with closed captions. But I just watched it. I don't know if any other YouTubers covered this, but it's really amazing. So again, let's go dive straight into the episode. I hope this isn't copyrighted, but we start off the episode with Sae Itoshi Sae, Rin's older brother, playing football for his team in like a school or something. There were kids, as you can see. This is Rin, and so Rin is playing with toys. Like Rin is younger than Sae, and Rin is playing with toys like random mecha toys or something. And he sees his brother playing football or playing soccer with his friends, and he's motivated, and he just runs directly into the field and kicks the ball while the Sai and his friends are having a match. So Sai sees this and sees that, damn, Rin has immaculate form. And Sai just walks up to Rin and like, be the best striker in the world along with me. I'll be the number one striker and you be number two just after me. You're, this is your first time kicking the ball. It looks super amazing. I want you to play along with me. Then the episode starts. The backstory and it was a really nice brotherhood story. They were really together. They were really close. But with time, they just grew apart. And we have the opening. After many years, Saya, after going and discovering the world and playing with official teams all over the world, and Rin trying to become the best in Japan as they promised in the previous episodes. Now, this is the one of the things that I like in the episode. I think they provided some anime original content. I think this was not in the manga. I haven't read the manga yet, but I'm mostly an anime only watcher, but this looked like the scenes that were not included in the manga. So I think these are anime original things, but don't take my word for it. So we start with the match, right? But it's halftime, so there isn't any gameplay. So in the beginning, we can see Isagi's father and mother, his parents talking together and saying, "Oh, our son is playing. Oh, he's number 11. Oh, he's playing so cool. He's playing on this big stage. We are so proud of him." And this is Bachira's mom. She's such a baddie, right? She shouts to Bachira, who in the court, like, "Are you going to call yourself a striker if you're not going to even score a goal? What are you just hanging around doing nothing? Score a goal, Bachira. Let's do it," and stuff. So Isagi's parents turn around and introduce themselves. Oh, our sons are friends. Bachira's like number 7, and our kid is number 11, and they're just hanging around talking with each other. So I hope we can become friends too. So I think this is anime original content. I think so. But this is such a nice inclusion that the families are proud of their kids. Then we move on, and if we remember last episode during halftime, Japan. With Itoshi Sae and Japan U20 under 20 striker, they only scored 1 goal while Blue Lock scored 2 goals. So Blue Lock is in the lead. So this is the manager guy. Look at the art, look at the lighting, look at the detail in this frame. Like, this is so amazing, and this has good animation. I'm not gonna lie, this is not like the past episodes. So he's angry and he's talking to the other managers, other guy, other coach, and other stuff, and he's so angry that, why are we losing? This is not what we came here for. We came here to win. We came here to completely crush Blue Lock. And if we fail, like, our team is going to be taken over like by some bunch of no hurt, like nobody knows who Blue Lock is. So we are gonna lose a ton of money. We can't let this happen. So the manager or whatever this guy is, he's so angry. So there's a scene, and then we move on to the locker room scenes, and Ego just comes and briefs the kind of congratulates Rin, and even though our attack strategy didn't work, Rin improvised and Isagi Yoichi, so he talked a little bit of their pride in his team, and he gave some a few pointers and told them, second half is going to be not going to be the same way, but so you have to be ready. You have achieved like nothing. The real match starts now. Blah blah blah. And there's some funny scenes where this guy, number 2 in Blue Lock, I believe, goes and says, "Oh, did you see me? I just blocked Itoshi Sai's goal. I was so glam. I was so amazing. That was such an amazing shot. Did you see my desperate spinning kick?" So there were some funny moments, like a little bit funny moments. So this is the and everybody's clapping and angry, and we are talking. We have a statement between like Rin and Rayo, sorry, Nagi and Rayo, saying, "Oh, your goal was amazing. Blah 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 blah. Score more goals. Blah blah blah." Anyway, we move on to the other teams, Japan under 20 locker room, and Sai is like, "Hey, I made a promise with your captain in the 2 episodes before or something. He said we can win without Shido, and guess what? I don't want to play for this team anymore. You are a bunch of losers. So I'm just gonna go." So he applies moisturizer and washes his face and cleans his body, and he packs up his bag, and he says, "I have no reason to stay here longer. I'm just gonna go home. You enjoy yourself. You ain't gonna win without me. Blah blah blah." So Oliver IQ, the captain of the Japan under 20 team, realizes this and says, "Yeah, Tensai, you're genius. I understand. We are weak. But we have a lot of room to improve. But I'm sorry. Yeah, I failed my promise. I failed the bet that we did. So yeah, we'll play as you requested. We'll bring in the man Shido himself, and let's see how well he plays. We are down by 1 goal. We have to win the halftime. We don't want to be the last match of our lives. We don't want this to be the last match." So Shido is like, finally my time to shine. And so there's no actual gameplay during this episode. It's mostly just talking and a bunch of backstories and flashbacks. So Shido is finally in, so they removed their striker to bring in Shido, and we again move on to the backstory between Rin and his brother. So they're just grown up a little bit since they first started playing, and Sai is the best striker in Japan currently, I believe. So I don't know, Mexico or Spain or something. Someone just scouted the best striker in Japan, and he's going to. Was it Mexico or Spain? Sorry, I don't remember. I just watched the episode, but I remember. Sorry. So he's going to go from Japan for the next 4 years. So Rin is going to be alone. So Rin is so sad and says, "I'll find a replacement for you." And Sai is like, you ain't gonna find a replacement as super as me, or like incredible as me. So you'll be alone. You have to be the best in Japan by the time I come back. So you can be scouted too. So we can play together. Blah blah blah. So they make a promise, enjoying the sunset, enjoying the water animation, the water flowing. They're looking at the sea, and there are some funny moments, life like slice of life moments and everything. So they were really close. They were really acting like brothers, really close. But all that changed later. Anyway, so the animation and the graphics and the lighting was really amazing in these scenes. So finally, Rin is sad, saying goodbye to his brother. He's not going to be back for the next 4 years. And so Sai is like, "I'm off. By the time I come back, you should be, on the same level as me, blah, blah, blah. I'll come back as the best striker in the world or something, blah, blah, blah." And, they have a slice of type moment, and he goes to the airport. And so Rin, trying to make his promise, he has to be someone who can fight on the world stage. He need to impress his brother by the time he comes back. So Rin has been playing all time non-stop, in the rain, in the sun, blah blah blah, at night, in the cold, playing multiple matches, winning multiple matches, even though he's a real egoist. Like, unlike Isagi in the episode 1, season 1, the teammates and everyone says Rin to pass, but he doesn't. He scores the goal himself. So the complete opposite of Isagi, what Isagi should have done. And he scores the goal, he wins in the, I don't know, Japan matches, and he becomes the best striker in Japan at the time. And he's practicing, this segment, like like this continued for like 3 or 4 minutes, right? And this was literally movie like. I'm not even kidding. Go watch the episode. This scene when this is another flashback between Rin and Sai when Sai finally comes back, and this is amazing. It's literally like taken like a scene from a movie. They could make a movie out of this. This part was literally amazing. The detail, the characters, the lighting, the snowfall, and the frames, like the aspect ratio, everything looks seriously amazing. I was really impressed by this particular segment in the anime. So while Rin was practicing, all his teammates went home. Rin was alone practicing goals, and Sai is like, "Yo, I'm back. I saw your goal. It's not as impressive." And he speaks about there are much better players than me in the world. You haven't seen the outer world yet. You're stuck in Japan, so you are nowhere as good. So I changed my dream. I decided to be the best midfielder, and if you still want to hold on to your dream, you're never going to be the best striker. But if you still want to hold on to that fragile dream, you can be. But I changed my dream. Blah blah blah. And Rin is like, no, I want you to be the best striker, and I'll be the second best. I'll be the brother of the best striker in the world. Blah blah blah. And Sai, I think, playing against really top level players, he's depressed. He's knows his worth. He cannot never be the best striker in the world. So he gave up on that dream, and he's like, if you can beat me one on one, I'll share that dream with you once more. So if you, the best striker in Japan, can beat a midfielder like me, then I'll try to be the best striker again. So Rin accepts that, and this scene was so amazing. The look at the detail, look at the snow, look at the background, everything. So Sai transforms into a monster, and he easily defeats Rin one on one and scores a goal, right? So this was so hype, right? But still, this is a flashback. But the animation in the flashback was literally amazing. I hope they could do this for the actual episode, in the actual match, in the upcoming episode. Anyway, so here's a scene where Rin is surprised by the level of his brother's skill. Like 4 years ago, like Sai and Rin was kinda on the same level, kinda. But after 4 years, Sai has been training with top level world players, and his skills are like 4 dimensional or some shit. So it was so different than Rin has expected. Like Rin has improved, he has become the best player in Japan, but still Sai is, as a midfielder, is like way on another level, right? So Sai scores a goal as a midfielder against the Japan's top striker. So he says to Rin to give up your dream. You will never become the best striker in the world. Just give up. That dream is shit. You're never gonna beat me anyways. So Rin is like, I fought hard for the team. I became the best in Japan. Like I promise, I just want to get scouted and train like you, and I will even beat you. I promise. Blah 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 blah. And Rin. So Sai is like, nah, you won't be. I can see your skills right now. It will take you like a million years to catch up to me. Blah blah blah. Just give up. So Rin is so angry, and so Sai, as I said, is like, screw the best in Japan's shit. Best in Japan compares nothing to be to be the being actually the best in the world. So yeah, but this scene is so amazing. Look at the balls, look at the ground, look at the snow, look at the lighting on Rin. Like look at the lighting, bro. Look at the shading and everything in these scenes. Like these are actual like movie scenes, bro. I'm so amazed in this particular segment. Anyway, Rin just walks away and like, screw the best in Japan shit, and just walks away, and we are in the end of the flashback, and we move on to like a few days later, and Rin is so angry that his brother gave up on being the best striker in the world, and Rin wants to give up as well because he knows he cannot beat Sae. And then he thinks some more, and I'm like, wait a minute, why am I giving up? I will prove to Saya that I can become the best striker and beat him. So his only motivation right now is to crush Saya's dreams. So before, the motivation was to become the second best striker and being the little brother to being the best striker in the world. But now his dream is to crush his older brother's dreams. So his older brother gave up on being the best striker. So Rin is like, I will crush his dream, and I will prove to himself that his little brother can become the best striker. Blah blah blah. I'm not going over the facts again. So Rin's only dream is to crush Saya right now. Then we move on to the final, like the flashback is over and we return. The halftime is over. Isagi comes to call Rin and talks to him that, oh, the halftime is over. Let's get on to the match. And Rin and Isagi walk out together to the field, and you can see my man, my goat, the legend, standing right in the field, basking in glory, enjoying his time. He's introducing himself to the world. Nobody know who Shido is. Nobody knows this mysterious character in the Japan under 20 team. And when that's two legs belong to Itoshi and Isagi, so they see this man, just standing in the middle, knowing that he's gonna crush them. So I'm like, damn, this is gonna be hard. The second half is gonna be hard. I know he's gonna come out anytime soon. Ah, shit, we are in trouble now. And you can see Ego, Blue Lock's coach, saying like, even we cannot tame Shido. I don't know how Itoshi Sae, the genius, is gonna tame him. Let's see Itoshi Sae's ego, how he can be the best midfielder along with and how he can make Shido the best striker in the Japan U20, blah blah blah. And Shido is like, I'll show the world who I am. I'll show Japan who I am. And he just stands there menacingly. Anyway, so that's basically the end of the episode, right? So this episode was really good. The animation, the backstories, the lighting, the detail, everything has been better than season 1, right? It's better than all the frames. There's no frame lock or PNG or anything in this episode. This episode was pure fire. I recommend everyone to go watch it right now when the sub comes out. I think in a few hours, maybe after this video is posted. Anyway, this scene literally amazing. I can't wait for Shido to score 2+ goals in the next episode. So there were, I believe, anime original content, and I'm kind of angry and kind of sad. Why didn't they save this budget, and why didn't they save this animation? Like, why don't they just save this for the future episode? Like, this episode was mostly focused on backstories and flashbacks and just talking in the locker room and other stuff and planning and making strategies how to win in the second half. But they could have just made this episode like the previous episode, while it's just people in frames and like PNG just talking to each other, and save this budget that they spent on this episode for the future episodes. So the actual gameplay, the actual football match, the skills would be fire. I think they wasted their budget on this particular episode. I mean, this episode is really fire, but I am scared and anxious and nervous how the future episodes is gonna look like. If they maintain this animation that is present in this episode, then I'm fine with it. But if the animation is going to be shit in the future episode, then I'll be like, they could have made this episode shit because it's just talking, and saved this budget for the next episode where it's gonna be Shido's goals back to back to back, right? And my guy Baro is gonna come in and score another goal. Anyway, no more spoilers, right? But I recommend everyone to go watch this. So this episode is out right now. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the episode. I hope this animation stays forever and improves even much. I hope the directors and the animators just came back, because up until the previous episode, it was all done by one particular guy. So I hope the animators are back to animate the rest of the episodes, and it's the best-selling manga of 2023. I hope they put in effort to make this amazing. Anyway, thank you guys for coming in. See you later. Have a nice day.